Hi everyone, I'm your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to everyone for your support. Let's get your girl, The Mix, to 1K plus subs. I need for you all to listen to this video. Everyone, those who are passing through, those who have yet to subscribe, those who are subscribers. Yes, listen to this video from beginning to end. Also, let's continue to engage in the comment section. And again, thank you guys for your support. Like this video, share this video. Let me get right into the topic at hand. Okay, everyone, as you can see what this video is going to be about. Yes, the judge dismissed reparations lawsuit for the Tulsa, Oklahoma survivors. It's crazy, you guys. Funny story really quickly before I jump right into my commentary, reaction, and opinion. Wow, I just recorded a video, just recorded some content without the sound. I am so irritated and so sick by that. So for those who do not know, I pre-record most of my videos, but I have gone live. So head on over to my live section, check out some of my live content. I will be going live more in the future. But yeah, okay, back to the Tulsa, Oklahoma situation. Judge Caroline Wall. Yeah, this judge, elected judge. That's why it's important, you guys. It's very important to know who you elect in your county, in your town. So do your due diligence. But this is sad. This is unfortunate. This story had been trending. I believe it happened last Friday. The judge dismissed this with prejudice. For those who do not know, dismissing with prejudice means you cannot bring this back up again. I'm going to go ahead and share a couple screens as well. I did a little bit digging on this particular judge, and I didn't really uncover much, but I uncovered enough to share with you guys. But yeah, this is very sad and unfortunate. According to reports, the survivors are over 100 years old, and they sued for reparations. And Judge Caroline dismissed it with prejudice, as I stated. Mind you, this is a civil case, everyone. And it's crazy because regardless if it's civil or criminal, it's just the outcome for Black and brown people in the judicial system, in the court process. It's unfair. It seems like it's always unfair. It's biased, and it's just not just, or it doesn't go in our favor, even in a civil situation. Even case in point, T.I. and Tiny, if you head on over to my head on over to my video section, I did content on their civil case, which was the copyright infringement, trademark, all of that type of stuff. And to me, in my opinion, the toy maker, in my opinion, it did share some strong similarities. But in my opinion, T.I. and Tiny had a trash attorney. They should not have inserted race or cultural appropriation in that case, in that situation. Stick to copyright infringement cases. The court, jury, they just want to hear copyright. They're not here to argue about race and this and that. And this is just a little suggestion in a court of law when you're going through copyright in cases, etc., etc. So, but yeah, so like I stated, back to what my point, it just seems like the outcomes never is greatly favorable. There are plenty of examples, court cases, as far as legal settlements and the court of law. Many Black and brown people, their cases are either probably thrown out, or financial compensation, financial remedy is little or nothing, or in terms of the non-melanated counterparts with similar situations and similar cases financially. Even the attorney seems like, in my opinion, and I don't have like examples on hand, but it's been alleged or reported how some attorneys, and I've said this before, I'm going to probably do like a deep dive on where they come up with all these fees. I think, in my opinion, attorneys should be highly regulated when it comes to compensation, when it comes to their billable hours. They need to be regulated, but hey, I don't know if I will live to see that, because as you can see, Department of Justice, that's federal. These are the people who work for the president. They have a whole department. The Department of Justice is over the attorneys. It's a hierarchy. So good luck with even saying that they should be regulated, their billable hours. They have like some rules, but it's not a lot. It's not major, you guys. And this is just based off of my experience and research. Not experience being an attorney, because I'm not that, but just knowledge and being in certain spaces. So yeah. But yeah, I do not believe that we do get a fair shot when it comes to civil cases as well. And this is an example. These the survivors are over 100 years old, and you can't make things right. That situation in Tulsa was horrible, horrific. I didn't just even reading the story. I feel something in my spirit and soul that's uncomfortable, unwavering, nerve-wracking. It's affecting my spirit as a Black person, as a melanated person. But let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'll come back with more of my commentary, reaction, opinion. Okay, you guys, per Google, this is Google. For those who may not know, what is the lawsuit for reparations in Tulsa? An attorney for the 3 remaining Tulsa race massacre survivors said Sunday they'll appeal an Oklahoma judge's decision to reject their lawsuit, seeking reparations for the 1921 atrocity, the Washington Post reported Sunday. So this did happen on Friday. Survivors are going to appeal it, and rightfully so. Okay, I'm going to go over some excerpts of this article from AP and, not AP, NPR. Oklahoma judge throws out a suit seeking reparations for the Tulsa race massacre. And this was posted on June 9th. So I'm just going to go over some excerpts from this article. It's not going to be the full article. You can go here to read at your leisure. An Oklahoma judge has thrown out a lawsuit seeking reparations for the 1921 Tulsa race massacre, dashing an effort to obtain some measure of legal justice by survivors of the deadly racist rampage. This was horrible, the whole story. Oh my gosh. Judge Caroline Wall on Friday dismissed with prejudice the lawsuit trying to force the city and others to make recompense for the destruction of the one thriving Black district known as Greenwood. And rightfully so. Make it right for the survivors. That way they can allocate funds to the Black and brown community. This reparations thing is a big deal, and we're going to keep this conversation going, you guys. About reparations. I posted something in my short section about that. And the order comes in a case by 3 survivors of the attack who are all known. The order comes in a case by 3 survivors of the attack who are all known, seeing what their attorney called justice in their lifetime. Sued in 2020 with the hope of seeing what their attorney called justice in their lifetime. Transition or pass away because they are at the age where it could possibly transition or pass away soon, because they are at the age where it could possibly happen. They need to be made whole, possibly. They need to be for the city of Tulsa and a lawyer for the survivors, Leslie spokesperson Randall for the city Fletcher of Tulsa and a lawyer for the survivors, Leslie Ellis did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Ellis did not immediately respond to Wall, a Tulsa County comment Sunday. Wall, a Tulsa County District Court, wrote in a brief order that she was tossing the case based on arguments from the city, regional chambers of commerce, and other state and local government agencies. Boy, I told you guys about these local governments, man. On a local level, this is what you need to pay attention to when it comes to voting and all of that. If you're gonna participate, you gotta keep your foot on their neck. Like I told y'all, I don't know. I believe I'm bowing out gracefully in the entire voting process because it has done nothing substantial for my community, meaning Black and brown people, Black people. It hasn't. In my opinion, it just hasn't. I haven't benefited financially from my household perspective, from my generation. I just haven't. And I ain't talking about little twos and fews here and there. I'm talking about something big and huge. Wealth, opportunities. Okay, she'd ruled against the defendant's motion to dismiss and allowed the case to proceed last year. Okay. Local judicial elections in Oklahoma are technically nonpartisan, but Wall has described herself as a constitutional conservative in past campaign questionnaires. That says a lot about her decision. And I am not surprised. Although nonpartisans, they're a little flaky too. Tory Lane's attorney was Tory Lane's judge was a nonpartisan, and just Google him. It's just some weird stuff going on. I don't care what affiliation they put down when they're running for office. A lot of them dig into their background, you'll really know. You'll really know how they feel. If you if information is out there readily available for you to hone in on when you're doing your research before you vote. Okay. The article further cites the lawsuit was brought under Oklahoma's public nuisance law, saying the actions of the white mob that killed hundreds of black residents and destroyed what has been the nation's most prosperous black business district continue to affect the city today. And yes, it does, in generations to come. It contended that Tulsa's long history of racial division and tension stemmed from the massacre during which an angry white mob descended on 35 block area, looting, killing, and burning it to the ground. Beyond those killed, thousands more were left homeless and living in a hastily constructed internment camp. The city and insurance companies never compensated victims for their losses, and the massacre ultimately resulted in racial and economic disparities that still exist today, the lawsuit argued. It sought a detailed accounting of the property and wealth lost or stolen in the massacre, the construction of a hospital in North Tulsa, and the creation of a victims' compensation fund. Other things. Okay, you guys, that's that. I headed over to the robing room, and this is the website I've referred to where you can find out information. Just, do your own little due diligence or research about attorneys and judges. Pretty much, as you can see, they have different ratings when they were attorneys, because most judges were attorneys. A lot of them, which I've discovered, a lot of judges have not had courtroom experience, meaning litigated cases. Some of them were law, like clerks and this and that, and never really been in a courtroom giving it their all, whether it be a civil case or a criminal case. So that says a lot about the criminal justice system as well as the civil justice system. A lot of these judges don't have the wherewithal, knowledge, experience to be in a courtroom presiding over cases. They don't. The skill set, the knowledge, they don't. So if you have to go through the judicial system and have a judge, do your due diligence on that judge. And if you need to request a new judge, request it. You have that right. Conduct your due diligence, whether it be a civil case or a criminal case. I digress. So yeah, the robing room. So Judge Honorable Caroline Wall, District Judge Court, Tulsa County. Let me go to the reviews, and you all can head on over to the rating page at your leisure. I'm just going to read some excerpts of this. A good judge. This particular review was from July 15th, 2019. It says, a good judge with the desire to do a good job. Issues should be well briefed. Seems to have reviewed all motions prior to hearing. Even-handed. And then this review says, she's vindictive and has an awful temperament for the bench. Interesting. But yeah, you can head on over. This website has more information to offer, but just head on over at your own leisure and become acclimated with it. This is Google. Information is out here. It's here for everyone for public consumption, which is, like I always state to on most of my videos, go ahead and, do your own due diligence yourself. Don't take everything I say as fact. This is a community. We're here to discuss and do commentary and research and give our opinions about whatever topics that is at hand, is up for discussion. Okay, you guys. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about Judge Caroline Wall dismissing the case with prejudice? Do you believe the survivors will win the appeal? Hopefully they remain alive to go through the process, because you do know appeals take some time, probably 2, maybe 3 years, sometimes at the most. So hopefully they remain, hopefully they are alive to possibly see an outcome in their favor. But hopefully the appeals court gets it right. But like this video, share this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, this is just an example of how the judicial system is in America from a civil perspective as well. And I just encourage everyone, if you ever have to go through a court experience, just conduct your due diligence, especially on your attorney, because your attorney works for you. He or she needs to advocate on your behalf rigorously, leaving no stones unturned. And that's what you're paying them for. So even when it comes to civil cases, lawsuits, settlements, you make sure your attorney get the best outcome for you in terms of financial, make you whole. So again, counterparts who are non-melanated, it seems that their settlements from a lawsuit financial perspective are substantially higher than melanated people. I mean, just do your research. You'll find some disparities. Trust and believe. And perhaps maybe because I'm not an attorney, I do not practice law, but maybe because I'm sort of in the space and been in classroom and spaces with judges and attorneys, and just observing and seeing how things are navigated, and also seeing how jury selection work, how bond court work, all of that. I'm telling you guys, just go sit in a courtroom, because we are taxpayers, pay for the libraries, we pay for the courts. We have a right to be there as the public. It's just to observe. You can do that. Your taxpayers' dollars, my taxpayer dollars. So, but let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with this judge? Do you believe Black people will get reparations eventually in the United States of America? But I don't agree with this judge. That's my opinion, my commentary, my reaction to this. And just let me know yours. Like this video, share this video, drop a comment. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.